leader, ICF certified life coach, and a holistic lifestyle solutions IBS freedom coach. Spiritual science is exactly divine science, which is shared by God as in the real Bhagavad Gita, and which is medically proven with medical researchers as well as it is United Nations approved. So that is why we call it spiritual science, and I name it divine science. Spiritual soul healer, exactly we are different. It is different from the normal Reiki and panic healings that you hear because they term soul, but actually they work at the body level. And here we work at the soul level. So it's absolutely a different ball game altogether. But yes, as I shared, uh, that yes, it's also a great, very good healing modality. But this is, you will understand in the further slides, how is it different and how is it the only accurate solution. Now, you understand what a life coach can do and how they can help you. So, final is holistic lifestyle solutions, IBS freedom coach. So, holistic lifestyle, by that I mean starting from the time you wake up to the time you sleep, to go to bed. Everything, every small thing that in there, I'll help you out how to master it, to master your IBS quick and easy. So a bit of credentials. I am inducted in the United Nations approved alternative medical R&D entity for the whole world, which is named Raj Yoga Education Research Foundation, RERF, and also which is also known as Brahma Kumari's Medical Wing, along with top doctors. I've been inducted in that list, and for sharing my knowledge experiences for the whole world for IPS. Also part of the Brahma Kumari's IT wing, and also been an official service volunteer for the Art of Living Foundation. So a little bit background quick. I've been a student of mind and spirituality for the past 24 plus years, from the age of 16 years. At the age of 16, due to some unavoidable circumstance, incident, I got into extreme psychological, emotional health issues, which derailed the career and life of mine, which affected my apex educational achievements, which could have been there much better. My cricketing career, which could have been at the highest level I could have played for India. And even I got great Bollywood offers, a lot of Bollywood commercial opportunities, but I rejected them. Otherwise, also, and due to health also. I'm a fitness freak, and my other passions are godly social service, outdoor sports, travel. So I think the first thing is godly social service that we do to help out people as much as possible. And finally, through all these experiences of mine for the past 24 plus years of mind and spirituality, I feel blessed by God to have come across the only accurate and real spiritual knowledge according to the real Bhagavad Gita. So not only did I find it logically supreme over all my past 24 plus years of spiritual experiences, but the magic happened when this procedure unbelievably helped me to get rid of my IBS trouble completely, much more to a level which I just dreamt of as a perfect health. And then I realized that this is the ultimate asset to have the best quality of life for everyone, which is also shared. Then you can proceed. Now, why can I say this with so much of authority? Why should you even listen to me? Is because of this. Like you, I also suffered all your pains and troubles of IBS, but so why is what I'm going to tell you. One fateful day when I was in office and had my lunch, I started to get trouble in my stomach when I had a rajma chawal in my tiffin, and it was made by my mother. And after that, my stomach started to have trouble, that of abdominal pain, bloating. Not only with these symptoms, but also I had this fear of traveling back to my home in a 1 hour crowded metro journey. And somehow I managed it. Just reaching back my home was the biggest achievement and the sense of relief for me. Why am I saying this is because it was a real bad time fear, because that was a very crowded thing. And I was just like in this fear that what will happen? What if something happens? What will I do? I cannot even get out of the metro. Everything is just jam packed. So this was the start of many more such cases, and its frequency started to increase with time. Slowly, other symptoms started to follow, and IBS started to take control of my life. Bloating, abdominal pain, constipation. Sometimes diarrhea were the permanent new entrance in my life. For the times, not physically, it never left me alone with mentally affecting me almost always. My mind was always on my stomach most of the times. And the situation became so worse that it was impossible to manage even my every 15-day frequency for office travel. I clearly remember finally my senior ex-army man, a brigadier, called me for a final discussion and told me that he required my assistance for new projects and had to be there in the office. So even though he wanted me to continue, I finally decided to resign because I could not even work from home, leave apart traveling to Gurgaon and just. And even though it was once of very less frequent, but still, I cannot tell you the situation I was in. Like it's like whole day trouble, trouble, trouble. You are in fear. What will happen? What may happen? And then so much of those things that you cannot, I think, understand it completely because you may be having that, but like it depends also on case to case, person to person. So, but to be honest, you can understand me if you see further. So this was my life before the Rajma Chawal incident. Just see all the life you had in the world. I was always surrounded with people and like was enjoying my life even while working. It does not seem that I was working. And this was me after this problem started and it hit me. So just see slowly from the left to right how I was going down. And again from there to here. Okay. So finally, as I shared, I came out of my very serious IBS trouble, which made me to struggle for a normal life for my age for around 3 years or so. I had tried almost all possibly standardly known existing solutions like allopathic medicines, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, naturopathy related diet, technology of intestinal cleaning techniques. See, allopathic, I will explain it later, like the warm side effects creating, Ayurvedic, the same warm side effects creating, although more natural, but it is warm. Okay, that thing. And that naturopathy related diet, again, it's just sustaining. And technology of intestinal cleaning techniques, like, okay, all right, but what about the state that you are getting it again and again? How many times would you do that? So time was running and playing with my patients. I was just feeling this one will work, this one will work. And every time I had this solution, I thought this will work. This is my solution. And then I became clueless, not knowing what to do, which solution to try. Then somehow, luckily, I got into spiritual healings and then into a completely accurate spiritual science based holistic health, an accurate soul empowerment based, rather, I would say, accurate spiritual science and soul empowerment based holistic health. As soon as I started working on this divine science miracle system, I felt never like before improvement in my symptoms as I got miraculous result of overcoming my most complex trouble, which is just to have one time bowel movement. Like I am a perfectionist, maybe that is what I dreamt of. But I think I felt that whether it will happen or not, and now I think I was just trying to go for it and trying to get it. But then I was not like sure. But then I could achieve with this solution is that I could achieve the ultimate dream of every IBS patient, which is one type album. Whole day perfect mental, physical health of eating anything and everything, doing any kind of work and travel with high energy and peak efficiency like healthy people. Because here I just want to add, as I shared that I was working and this is specifically for working professionals because I know and understand their challenges. So this is what they want. And this is what I got from this. Since then, I've been regularly following this Divine Science IBS Miracle, and this is what I could achieve. This is how I could improve. This was the transformation. What all I had told, this is in real picture. So you see, I was almost like, you can call it malnutrition. And here you can see that is how. So it's been 5 years or so, 6 years rather now, six, yeah, 6+ years or more, I think. I'm a live testimony in front of you, like of a complete and permanent solution, which you don't find with any other solution. They get results, they're good, but it is not complete and permanent. Whether it's neuropathy or like I feel that they get solutions sometimes and other solutions also, but that is not complete and permanent. I'm a living testimony in front of you about the system. I can do anything and everything much more than normal people. In fact, I'm much, much better off than my previous health of earlier good times. Also, the bonus in my life is that this system not only improved my health, but empowered me the top in every aspect of my life, that of self, empowerment, career, and relationships, and becoming an absolute high energy, empowered peak performer in front of. And that is what my story is, from being diseased to a disease reversal or a IBS freedom coach. Maybe a solutionless disease sufferer to a divine doctor. Last but not the least, it also improved my perspective towards relationships and made me a champion in that as well. And I feel very humble and blessed to be following this lifestyle for the rest of my life and keep on getting more and more empowered and raising myself as much more possible into highest attainments and achievements. So now, with all this in my life, with all this transformation, I had always this thought when I was troubled. I always had this thought that if I get all right, I definitely overcome and help people overcome the challenges that an IBS patient and his family goes through. According to the available systems, that there were a lot of gaps that I found, and that is what I wanted to provide to the other patients when I get if I get all right, and that is where this conceptualized in actual when I opened this organization, Divine Science Life Empowerment Private Limited. And this was all on the basis of my experience of overcoming my IBS and then succeeding overall empowerment in every aspect of my life, including personal, career, and family. And this IBS Freedom course is based, what I share, on the personal experience journey of my own IBS reversal, amazing results and feedbacks of almost all of my IBS patients, 10+ years of experience of awareness of almost all the possible IBS solutions, and continuous upgradation of my own mental physical health. So this is